Top defense and security experts here and abroad are evaluating the impact of the 2014 U.S.-Philippine Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, on the Asia-Pacific region in a forum at the National Defense College of the Philippines in Camp Aguinaldo. Now, experts said the agreement would be helpful to the country so that the Philippines will not lose its vital leverage in the West Philippine Sea dispute. Professor Renato De Castro of the Albert Del Rosario Institute said it would be helpful if the country agree with China's suggestion to settle the territorial disputes through bilateral talks.
Of course, we can hear them.
In negotiating with China, you have this leverage. I'm negotiating through you from a relative position of strength because I have this alliance, I have this fact that you have American forces stationed here on a rotational basis right within what the Chinese would call their near sea.
Meanwhile, former Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario said any bilateral negotiations between the Philippines and China must happen only when the arbitration court releases its decision.
We must await the decision from it before we start talking with China, because otherwise the judges are going to think twice about what it is that we're doing, right?
So if China is willing to change its position or change its approach, then certainly there's nothing wrong with pursuing negotiations. But I see no indication that China will do so. They might use negotiations to buy time or as a distraction, but I don't see any. I see no Chinese willingness to, for instance, clarify the 9-dash line or admit that the Philippines have the right to an exclusive economic zone.
President-elect Rodrigo Duterte has made it clear that if his government will enter into bilateral talks, it doesn't mean he will surrender contested territories converted by China into artificial islands that can be used for military purposes.